And hi, everybody. Welcome to our meeting tonight. Thank you so much for bumping this an evening for me because my phone was stolen last night when we were at the YMCA with our kids and tiny humans, and so I record from my computer, but the view is way better on my cell phone. So if you see two of me, like one of them I look super boss because it's my profile picture and I've got like wicked makeup and I have eyebrows on. I don't right now. Using my au naturel. Anyways, so there's two of me, but that's all good. I'm really excited to have you guys. We just got a really great quick call for you. I'm going to talk a bit about building confidence and, in our industry and yourself and all that sort of stuff. But I'm actually going to let Jocelyn start off. She's one of our brand new directors. And let me tell you, the end of the month I couldn't have been more proud. She just was like, okay, Victoria and Arian, what do I need to do? And she just did it. So, and even when the chips had all fallen, it was like, okay, it's the first of the month. Where are we at? What's going on? And she just worked. So I'm crazy proud of her. And she's going to share a bit of her, experience so far with Shackley. So go ahead and take it away, Miss Jocelyn. I'm going to mute myself for now and I will let you take it away.
Hi, guys. So I'm still very new to Shackley. I mean, I'm only going on my 4th week. So I am still learning a lot and I am still taking it in stride day by day. But so far it's been quite an amazing experience. I was very hesitant about this whole thing at first. I don't know if any of you watched my video, my launch video, but I kind of shared a lot of my fears and hesitations coming into this business with Victoria. She approached me about it a long time ago, like almost a year ago, when she was with Arbonne, and since then it's been on the back of my mind, but after watching her video about Shackley, it really got my gears turning and got me thinking about it a lot more. So anyways, I spoke with her a lot about it. She was probably quite annoyed of how much I was texting her and calling her and all of this, but she really helped settle my hesitations and my objections that I had. I was one of those typical people who, hi Shauna, was very hesitant and had every reason to object to the things, the typical stereotypical things about direct sales. But anyways, I am over it now. I still face things that I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. But thanks to Victoria and Erin and Tasha, I've been able to overcome those things. So a huge thing for me is having this support team. I don't honestly think I would have even made it this far if it wasn't for my support team. And being able to just text you girls at any time. If Victoria's not available, I text Erin. If Erin's not available, I've reached out to Tasha. And even if I can't get through to any of you girls, this has never happened, but I just call Shackley and I'm like, hey girl, or hey guy, I need your help. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but they're there to answer my questions. So that has been a huge confidence builder for me, is just having that support and that encouragement behind my back. And then another thing is just knowing that I don't have the answers to everything and being confident and knowing that. So I've been asked many things and I'm like, you know what? I don't actually know the answer to that. And I feel better saying that than coming up with some bull crap answer that I'm just lying or just saying something to make myself look better. So being confident in not knowing the answers to everything and knowing that you can get those answers is really helpful to me, because there's a lot of products in Shackley that I don't know a lot about. So, and I'm okay with that. And it's a huge learning experience day by day. Every client is a new learning experience. So, another thing for me that's really helped in my confidence, I guess, is using the products a lot myself and researching the products a lot myself. I'm really happy that I chose to do the cleanse. I never thought I'd really be into a cleanse. It's not really something I've ever thought of doing, but I'm really glad I did it because, for one, I noticed results on all aspects of my health significantly, and being able to share that testimony and not advertise it, but I guess advertise it and market it in a way, has really opened up my opinions on that, I guess. And I've had a lot of people approach me about it. So just having something that I can speak to has really helped with that, I guess. What else did I want to say? Oh, another thing I did that really helped with my confidence, because I'm not a I am a teacher, so I'm a public speaker, but I'm a public speaker in front of kids. So they're a non-judgment, easy to entertain type of people. But so I practice talking about Shaklee to my mom and to my husband. So they don't know anything about the business, just like I would talk to someone else. So I found that really helpful. They gave me good feedback. I knew if I was successful in explaining what I wanted to get across, because they would just straight up be like, I didn't understood what you said here, or maybe you could talk about this a bit more, and that would be helpful. So that helped me a lot. And yeah, just like really reaching out and not being scared to ask for help or ask for support, and just like taking that leap of faith and stepping out of your comfort zone. Like, I have stepped so far out of my comfort zone in so many different ways, but I haven't looked back once. I mean, I've grown like as a person significantly. It's quite amazing, really. Like, even my husband's like who are you? Like, it's so nice seeing you walk around with such a big smile on your face, and you're always so interested in what you're doing. And I hear you talk to strangers about Shaklee, and it's like, good for you. So it's just putting yourself out there and stop caring about what people think of you and care more about what you think about you, and being proud of even just starting up a conversation with a random stranger. So I don't know, I guess that's kind of all I have to say right now. But you guys can all contact me anytime if you want to chat. I love chatting.
Thank you so much. Like, so basically that was my training, and we get to be done for the night. So it was so good, because so for those of you, I know, Shauna, you're new, so we haven't chatted yet, right? But I'm super excited to meet you and see you on the call. But I was in Arbonne for 10 years, and so I've actually been in the industry for a long, long time. And I thought about walking away, but then I went, dang it, I was with a friend, and you know, she was like, you know, a CEO of a company, was like, well, I really wish I had an opportunity where I could, like, you know, stay home and develop a business and this and that. And I went, dang it, I can't quit this industry. I can't do it, because I know that's what this offers, because it offered it to me. So I am really excited. This is literally one of my favorite topics to train on. And so when Victoria and I were talking about this call, she was like, well, why don't we talk about building confidence? Because we've got so many people who've now done some getting started training, and that's sort of step one. But I want you to look, so for anyone who's on the recording or on the call tonight, you know, mark the day that you started Shaklee. And by started Shaklee, I mean like actually started Shaklee, like not just like I bought products and started using them. Like, I started Shaklee, I'm building a business, I'm a business leader. And then mark 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and then pick 100 days from the day you started and write, do not quit. Because I have been in this industry long enough. If you can make it past 100 days, you're like in the top 85% of people in direct sales and network marketing. In the first 100 days, most people just quit, because their one friend Susie's like, I don't want shakes, or like, I don't take vitamins, that's dumb. And so I remember, I don't know who it was, I don't know where I heard it. It was a book or a training, and someone said, just mark 100 days. And I remember being like 2-3 months into my first business and was like, oh my God, all my friends think I'm crazy. And I'm being pretty chill about it, right? Like you said, Jocelyn, like I was being super chill, but it was like, you're crazy. You think you're going to make money, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, but you don't pay my bills, and you don't like not take vacations for me. Like, I need a job, yo. And I think it was Jack Canfield has a book called The Success Principles, and it was one of the first ones I ever read in network marketing. And it was one of those like, find your purpose mind, find who you are. And then he has one called Maximum Confidence. And that really, it was actually a CD series, which was like, it makes me feel old because it was like 10 years ago. Like, I got CDs in the mail, right? Like, my car doesn't even have a CD player anymore. Like, how do we even listen to that now? But Maximum Confidence, I'm sure you can get on Audible or something, but it was really good because it taught me just some really good daily practices of like, how do I practice confidence? And you know, people don't think about you as much as you think they think about you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember thinking, oh my God, like my friend heard I did Arbonne, and now like, oh, somebody heard I'm doing Shaklee, and I, they're probably at home around their dinner table talking about me. Promise you they're not. Like for real, they're like, they could care less. Do you know what I mean? Like people are not concerned about what you're doing. What you're doing is for you and your family. And so I kind of love that, because I went, wow, that's actually super freeing. For me, it was anyhow, to go, they're not even thinking about me. All I got to do is do what I'm doing and be good with me. And so I'm going to talk about 3 things tonight. And Victoria posted some amazing questions about confidence and stuff. And so I'm going to talk about 3 things. How to build confidence in yourself. And write this down, because everyone's confidence areas are different. I know for me, there's 2 of these that really hit home for me. And one of them that I was like, I'm good. And one that I thought I was really good, and then I realized I wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, so number 1 is confidence in yourself. Number 2 is confidence in your company, the company that you're a part of. So like you said, Jocelyn, you did the cleanse, and I go, you have to be a product of the product. And if there's products in our, lineup, because there's like a million of them, right? So if there's products, you go, okay, well, maybe I'm not a sports person. Like I play soccer, but I'm not like super into sports, and like, I use the hydration all the time. But I'm then going to find someone to try those products for me so that I can get a good personal testimony of what those products are like. Like I don't have a baby right now, so I found 2 friends. I bought 2 baby lines and said, hey, just want a gift. I actually just gifted them to them because I wanted their honest opinion on what is this like for your baby, because I don't have babies anymore. And oh my God, they were like, this is amazing. We love it. And so if you can't or don't use it or whatever, find someone who can. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's a friend or a mom, and say, listen, I just need you to try this. And I need your honest feedback. So confidence in yourself, confidence in your company, Shaklee, and confidence in social networking, social marketing, direct sales, network marketing, call it whatever you want. It's social marketing. And so there's those 3 things that you really need to have confidence in. And I can tell you right now, we have the trifecta of this industry right now. I know Victoria's going, we are in a place where we go, we have got all of that wrapped up in like a little box, and we go, here you go. And so I'm going to walk through the questions that she sort of posted. Her and I talked about them. How can I show confidence from day 1 when I'm still learning? So the beauty of this business is it's a learn as you go business. And I can guarantee you, you will never know everything, nor do I want you to. As a business leader, I want you to think every time you do something, is this duplicatable? Is this something that I could say, hey, Susie over there, do you want to come do what we're doing? Do you know what I mean? Is it something that is, I don't want to be the expert on every single product of every single, thing or whatever. You just want to know, like what you said, Jocelyn, like get on it, try it, and go, man, I can tell you, I see a huge difference in my life when I take that vitalizing strip and when I don't. Right? I see that's all I know is I go, listen, people just want to feel better. And some people need all the scientific reasons and all the scientific, we'll find that for them. And I remember, Jocelyn, when you started, you're like, well, I need to know everything. I'm like, no, you don't. You will literally learn as you go, because the questions will come up and you go, I don't know, let's go find out for you. And so Kim just joined us. And so it's been cool because she's got all these people that are in the bodybuilding and, super nutrition world. I'm like, my friends are just like, I had a shake and it made me feel good. Yeah. Right. Like they don't care about ingredients necessarily, but we've had a chat with one of our scientific people, with me, Kim, and them. And she's asked these questions like, what's a meth and a what? Or vitamins are who? And so I've learned so much because of questions that her clients are asking her. And so you just learn as you go. So how do I show confidence when I'm still learning? You just be authentic and go, that is an excellent question. I'm going to go find the answer for you. And then you go find the answer, right? Like you don't have to know everything, because not knowing everything's super duplicatable. People go, well, she didn't know all the answers, so I could probably do this. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't have, and I'm telling you, our Shaklee website is like, there's so much information. Even so, I have to do a shout out to Jocelyn, because she had started, I'd probably been in Shaklee for 4 months. I still hadn't done the cleanse. I did it last 2-3 weeks ago with Daria. Felt amazing, obviously. And I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? But she's like, okay, I watched all the videos. I did all this. And I was like, I should probably do that. And so even when you start growing a team, you go, well, I'm challenged by that. And I go, well, then I need to know all that information. And there was things that I didn't know about the cleanse that you taught me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is gold. And so, the other thing that I really learned is people don't know that you don't know. Does that make sense? Like people don't know what you do or don't know. So at the end of the day, my motto is like, fake it till you make it. I got to be honest. Like You just do it and you go, yeah, I'm a boss and I'm doing this and here's the stuff and I'll find you the answer. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like you just do it. They don't know that you don't know. And so when you just have that confidence, that's like, I'll find you the answer. I don't really care. That really attracts people to you. So one of the other things that I really loved, the question was, how do I build belief in myself? It was sort of a two-part question. How do I build belief in myself? How do I build belief in Shaklee? So building belief in yourself. I commit even now today to 30 minutes every single day of personal development. So that's either reading a book. I actually consume most of my books. I call it reading, but really I'm listening. I use Audible and I put it on like times too fast. So it's like, if I ever meet these people, I'll be like, why are you talking so slow? But I, when I'm in my car driving to get my kids or whatever, half an hour of a day, no matter what. And then there's a couple podcasts that I listen to, which we can, maybe I'll be like, hey, what's your favorite podcast team? And we can put, because I know Victoria's got a couple great ones. I've got a few great ones. Kim's got some. We've all got some podcasts that we're like, oh my God, gold. So half an hour a day, every day, investing in yourself. Whenever time, like I remember being in Arbonne and there was like, you should wake up at 5 a.m. because that's what successful people do. And I'm like, I'm really not great in the mornings. Like this time change has not been good for me. Like I woke up this morning, was like a grumpy bear because I was like, well, I didn't feel like I haven't slept for 4 days. It was really an hour. Like what the heck? So just really knowing that I'm going to be able to consume those good things every single day. It sets my intentions, but I'm not a morning person. I don't do that first thing. I actually typically do most of it around 2-3 o'clock right before I get my girls. That's my time. So whatever works, if you're a morning person, get up, do it, make a habit, whatever it looks like, make a habit. So how do you build your belief in Shaklee? I would say get on as many products as you can. If you don't have the cleaning stuff, get the cleaning stuff. Like if someone comes to my home and is like, what do you do again? I'm like, oh, I'm a distributor with Shaklee. I'm a business leader with Shaklee. And they better see that hand wash in my bathroom and the shakes, if they sneak into my cupboards, because I'm a sneaky creeper, whatever, like look at people's cupboards sometimes. Sean was like, maybe me too. It better be Shaklee, right? If you are a product of the product, whatever you're using, it should definitely be Shaklee. So that's really how you build your belief. The other thing I've done since I started was they have on the website like little 10-minute videos of different people from like every walk of life, like a mom and a daughter and like a, an older gentleman and like a younger, there was like one that I watched that was like a younger student who was doing Shaklee and, it helped her get through her university days. And I just listen to one of those every day, every single day. Got to build my belief. Do you know what I mean? And really our website is super vast and I can say it's far superior to what we had in our other companies. So you've just got to make it super intentional and invest that time. So it's just habit. It's just a little bit, and it's interesting because building belief is not a one-day thing. Building belief is a little bit every single day, a little bit every single day. And that's really our business is a little bit every single day. So the next question was, how will growing confidence impact my business? Well, I mean, other than the obvious that it will for sure impact your business, it's interesting how many people that I have sponsored in my days in this industry that just were like, hey, I actually just kind of want to do business with you. And I'm like, okay, that sounds awesome or whatever. And so when you build yourself up and you sort of go out into the world and you're just this positive person who wants to serve and help, and like truthfully, when I think about Shaklee and I go out into the world, I go, who wants to feel better? Is there anyone that just wants to feel better? Hey, who just wants some non-toxic cleaning things? Do you know what I mean? Like that's literally, how can I serve the world? Hey, who wants a business that's going to create some extra income that's going to serve their family? Like I'm just out to serve people and I'm not out to sell anything. So I didn't know, Jocelyn, that you were a teacher. And I go, it's interesting. Teachers and nurses do very, very well in social marketing and network marketing because you're not there to sell anything. You're there to educate. You're there to pass information on. And so I was a salesperson a little bit before this, and I had to actually really made sure I shifted my mind and went, I'm in the business of serving people. That's what I do. I serve people. And so your confidence will impact your business in ways that you don't even know. Like I would say there's 2 different spaces of life you can live in. You can live in abundance or you can live in scarcity. Most people live in scarcity, going, there's not enough people. There's too many, other people who do Shaklee. There's so many other vitamins out there. Who cares? live in abundance, man. There are people that turn 18 every day. There are people that are looking for new vitamins every day. There are people who need new skincare every day. There is an abundant world out there. We do not have to sell anything to everyone. Do you know what I mean? We just need a nice little small group of people that are going to be like super committed and be like, we love this stuff. That's it. It's not even like magic. It's just like, hey, we're just looking for 10 to 20, committed people that want to get on our products on a monthly basis. And what I love about Shaklee, so when I was looking for a new company, I really wanted something that was a lot more health focused, because I go, that's something I use every day. And my family uses every day. That is so sellable and so, maintainable, right? So when you start getting your friends on stuff, like I've got 4 friends now, or sort of they're more acquaintances, not friends. Most of my friends are always weird. I'm like, boo, that's weird. We don't buy things from whatever. And I'm like, cool, you can go ahead and be not healthy and, look old and be poor. That's cool. I'm just kidding. My friends do well. It's cool. But I just go, you know what? That's fine. Not for them. All good. Next. And then we're all out and they're like, man, you look so young. I'm like, yeah, I have great skincare and I use awesome body products that like make me feel amazing, but whatever. So the confidence will affect everything in your life. That's the beautiful part. When you build your confidence, it will literally radiate into all parts of your life, as a parent, as a wife or a husband, or as a friend even. Like I've learned so many good lessons. I know Victoria and I were talking about this the other day. I've learned that there's just people in my life that I go, I just don't want friends who are hot messes that are, not reliable or talk bad about other people. Cause I'm like, I don't have time for that. Like you are the sum of the 5 closest people to you. And I remember hearing that going, the 5 closest people to me are not really that awesome. Like, and really, and I didn't mean that in a bad way, but just were not people that had big goals or big dreams. They were just like settled into their middle class life and their 2 kids, and they were happy to do whatever they were doing for the rest of their lives. And I was like, that is not me, man. I've got goals and dreams and I want to help as many people as I can help. And so, your confidence is like, so the other thing, I'll post it later tonight. I did a video and I think a couple of you've seen it. It was in January. We had like a thing in Winnipeg. And so she asked me to share on like moving people from sponsoring to enrollment or something lame like that. I don't know. It was a weird topic. And so I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, what's a good thing to talk about? And so I actually designed a training. It's only like 13 minutes long, but it's about how online dating is like exactly like building a Shaklee business. And so because I did online dating, and that's how I met my awesome new partner, Steve, and his amazing ex-wife is actually on our team, Kim. She's one of my new favorite people. And it's just such a beautiful, wonderful thing that I'm like, my training's about like, know who you are, know what you're looking for. What are you looking for? Well, you're not looking for people that are like, I just want potato chips and Diet Coke in my life forever. You're looking for people who want to feel good, who want to see the difference of like, and who are committed to take a vitamin every day, right? Like I had a friend who was like, well, I can't take anything every day. I'm like, well, that's cool, right? Like, then you're not my person. And so, it will affect everything in your life. But I'll post my video later. It's really silly and fun, but it really rings true to, this is business. When people say no to you, you say next, right? Don't attach yourself to the outcome, attach yourself to the process. That was the biggest lesson I ever learned in building my confidence. Is it's not about when people say yes, it's about going, here's the gift, I'm offering it. Next, here's the gift, I'm offering it. And the people that say no sometimes come around later, but it doesn't matter. It's really about, if I told you that you had to share Shaklee with 500 people, like would like put a big, paper up on the wall, 1 to 500. You had to share the Shaklee story. And to me, the Shaklee story is, with amazing products, we have an amazing business. That's the Shaklee story. 500 people. And you're going to be a key coordinator and get to go on the big, giant, fancy trip that Victoria and I are totally going to be on this year. Would you go do it? And I remember thinking, okay, there's like people out in the hotel lobby. Like, I'll just go share it with them because I'm excited about sharing this with people. And I'm like, if I just have to get through numbers, then that's awesome. And so don't be attached to the outcome, be attached to the process, because when you're attached to the process, all of a sudden, you will just find people go, oh, actually, and I remember doing this and someone was like, yeah, I'm going to join you. I'm like, whoa, I was with like 20 people. I wasn't expecting that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, what do we do? Right. Getting started. Yeah. Like, it was super funny. So, one of the questions that I love that you wrote, Victoria, was, is it okay if I still have doubts and hesitations? Yes, 100% yes. I've been in this industry for 11 years. I still have doubts and hesitations. You'll always have them. Jack Canfield, in his book, I think it was The Success Principle, said, you're never going to not have the fear. You're never going to not have the hesitations or whatever. You have to learn how to feel the fear and do it anyways. I still have hesitations sometimes. Like, even talking to strangers or meeting someone, like building relationships, sometimes I still get that, like, and I'm super confident and super like, I know this is great. And sometimes I'm still like, oh, do you know what I mean? And so it's just about feeling the fear and doing it anyways, and making it not about you, because it's not about me. I was literally shopping the other day, and I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys, where you're shopping and it's all of a sudden you have like a shopping buddy where like every aisle you go up and down, it's like you pass each other and you're like, oh, that's so funny, you're getting that. Like 10 aisles, we were just like laughing and talking every aisle. Like we pass each other, we're like, what are you getting here? And so then we end up at the same cash out, and I'm like, I gotta say something. I gotta ask her who she, like, what's your name? Add me on Facebook or something. And I didn't. And I remember literally thinking in my mind, I'm such a terrible person. I'm like, goodbye, presidential master coordinator. I'm sorry I didn't change your life. Goodbye. Like, it literally, my heart was like so sad. And I wish it was a story where like I ran after her and was like, oh my God, you should totally, are you looking for healthy stuff? And I didn't. And I have to live with that. And I go, oh. And so, yes, it's totally okay to have hesitations. Find the answer, figure it out, find the solution. There will always be hesitations, no matter what. This is business. People are gonna say no. The one thing I can guarantee you, people are gonna say no. People are gonna quit. People are gonna be like, I don't actually like vitamins, it turns out. And you're like, did you try them? Do you know what I mean? Like, did you even consume them? They're like, nah, like one time or whatever. I'm like, we kind of like try a week, and they don't. It's okay. You next. And so when you build your confidence, all of a sudden you're like, cool, that's fine. Because I know how I feel when I get to use these products. I feel like $1,000,000. So yes, you will always have those hesitations. You just work them out, and your hesitations will grow and change. Actually, the beginning, in those first 100 days, it's like, if you have friends and family that are supportive, count yourself lucky, because I did not. And my mom has never bought anything from me. I earned my white Mercedes in my other company, and she was like, well, what do you think? Why do you think you deserve that? Blah. Like, she shamed me. And I was like, I worked really hard for that. But there are always going to be, and I remember getting off the phone going, that's her garbage, not mine, not my garbage. Because I learned in my business that other people have garbage too. And you can choose to take it on or not. And I went, not my garbage. I worked hard for that. So I'm good, like whatever. So one of the last question was, how do you support others through this growth if I'm still working on it myself? And I really do remember this as a new leader going, how do I sponsor people? And then like, they have different areas of growth than I have. And it's like, how do I say, okay, well, here's the things that you should do, except for I've never really done that. So a couple things. I would never ask anyone on our team to do something that I am not currently doing. So when I say, here's our getting started, that means I am working through that getting started with all my new people that Victoria and I work through that getting started sort of with each other. When we're working towards trips, I'm working through that with you. So if you just say, hey, listen, we're just in this together, and you're just really, really authentic about it. People love that. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to have all the answers. You just go, listen, I want to, the analogy I love is, I'm just going to lock arms with you. Like, listen, I'm going to go and have a successful business. Like I always say, I'm going to the top because that's where I'm going, but not everyone needs to go there. But I'm going to the top. So if you want to come with me, like, I'll lock arms with you and we'll do this together. And it's really about being authentic and about being a team. And when you said, Jocelyn, like, this team is just the best team to be on. Like, don't tell anyone else, but like, for real. Already we have such an amazing, beautiful group of people that, it does weird language. We say sidelines, where it's like people sponsored that are not even connected. Like, we all cheer each other on. And that's something that, Victoria and I've really focused on growing, because it's so important to me, because that's what I had with my other company is we support and cheer each other on no matter what, because that is beautiful. And people want to be a part of that in this world. So many people have jobs where they're just like crapped on all the time, and not here. because when I succeed, you succeed. When you succeed, I succeed. When we all succeed, we actually, they say a rising tide lifts all of our boats. And so you support other people by just being real and being authentic and being excited and going, man, when I was brand new, even in Shackley, and I'll be honest, I didn't have a hot clue what I was doing because it was very different from what I did before, but the same, but different. And so, but what I did know was the products were amazing. The opportunity was amazing. That was enough. That was enough for me. And I go, let's learn together. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And this team is going to grow and learn, you know, in the next year, even in so many big ways. I'm like, we're in this together, you guys. I do not have all the answers. I've got some experience, but you all are going to bring some things to the table that I don't even know yet or that I haven't experienced. And so I'm so excited for that. And building your confidence is probably the number one gift that you can give people in this. And I have one last story that I'll end with, which is I had a girl who joined my team probably 7 years ago. So I was a couple years into my other business, and she joined my team, and she just really struggled and struggled and struggled. And, you know, a lot of it was confidence. And so I just kept coaching her, and she was like, yeah. So then eventually she's like, Erin, I'm quitting. I'm done. I'm like, that's cool. I always say bless and release. Like, you're good. We're still friends, right? Like this is business. It's all good. So we kept in contact, super friends of hers. She started a cleaning company of her own. And I was so proud of her. I was like, hey, just want to say I'm super proud of you. She's like, Erin, I have to tell you, it was really my like 8 months in your company on your team that built me up and gave me the confidence to go out on my own and do my own thing. And I was like, you know, those moments where like I'm trying not to tear up because it just meant a lot to me that people are going to come in and out of your business for lots of reasons. And you can't just think it's like either they're going to use the products or they're out. I go, no, one of three reasons. Everyone will come into your business for one of three reasons. Number one, they're going to go to the top with you. Number two, they're going to lead you to someone who's going to go to the top with you. Or number three, they're just going to they're just someone who just needs to be loved on. And all three reasons are valid. They're all important. And so building your confidence is just like the biggest gift that this industry, like I usually tell people when I sponsor people, listen, you want to be in something that's going to get you all up in front of your garbage, because I didn't think I had it. So for me, I was like, I believe in the company. Yeah, I got this. Even network marketing, I was like, makes sense to me. Like, so when I help other people be successful and I help other people get products, like I get more successful, but then they also get more successful. That made sense to me. And then I was like, oh no, I'm super confident. I'm so happy with who I am. And so what I struggled with was number one, confidence in myself. I did not realize that I always say I'm a recovering people pleaser. I used to be a people pleaser and I'm not anymore. Because I realized what people think of me doesn't matter. And it was about 2 months into my business where people were really like hating on me a little bit, like, you think you can do this, blah, blah. I'm like, I think I can. Like, it seems pretty, not easy, but it seems to make sense to me. And it was just all this negativity. And I realized, I'm like, oh my God, these people, but I almost let it get me down. And I go, you want to do something's going to get, you are going to get in front of garbage that you didn't even know you had. And that's okay, because that's going to serve you in your life. Like, even coming into this new company for me, man, I got in front of garbage that I didn't even know I had. I'm like, I've been in this forever. I'm awesome. Except for I still had to come to it humbly and go, what am I here to learn? How can I help other people? So that's sort of all I have for my training, but really building confidence in yourself, building confidence in Shackley, and building confidence in network marketing. You work on those three and find which one of those are really your biggest gap and work on it. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's Shackley, then you get on that website, you read everything, you look at everything. If it's yourself, you can, maybe I'll post like a, reading list or things that I know that really help me in that area of confidence. And if it's network marketing, I'll also do a post about, I can think of 3 or 4 books that like changed my life in network marketing, really helped me understand what this industry is about and why it's amazing. And that's for whatever you want your business to be. Like, you want a couple $100s a month, that's cool. You want a couple thousand, also cool. You want a couple 100,000, also cool. Like, whatever you want. And if you have those 3 things, you have the trifecta of going to the top in this company. So I love you all to pieces, and happy not Sunday night. And I did find my phone. Did I tell you guys that? Somebody nod? No. Okay. So I did find my phone. The YMCA calls me at 8 late last night, and we're like, hey, we found your phone. And I was like, because I went to do Find My Phone and it was off. They turned it off. And I'm like, oh, it had 95% battery power. Someone turned it off. I was so mad. And they said, yeah, we found it. And I'm like, well, where was it? Oh, it was in the men's locker room inside a locker. And I was like, what? So for sure someone stole it. And then I wrote a message on it. I think it was Kim I was telling you today that was like, hey, listen, this phone means the world to me. This is my livelihood. So please, it would mean the world to me. Can you just put it somewhere where it's going to get found? And then it got found. So super duper grateful. I can't even tell you. At the end of the day, it's just a phone. We got home that night and I was frustrated, but I went, nope, we're going to make nachos and we're going to watch Survivor because we do Survivor swimming Sundays. We go swimming and then we watch Survivor. And it was just a good reminder that stuff is just stuff. But thank you all for being flexible. I did find it. It was just, a godsend. I was so, so, so happy. And, but thank you for being so flexible on not listening tonight. So you're amazing. Have an amazing night. I'm going to stop recording now. If anybody has any questions, feel free to post them. I'll post some of the books I read, some of the podcasts I do. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning. So I'm going to write down all my things tonight and then I'll post my training. I can do my training tonight because that's just a simple click and whatever of my online dating versus social marketing. And it's pretty silly, but it's super duper fun and hopefully be helpful. So thank you for joining me live. Thank you for listening to the recording. Oh my gosh, it's only like March 11th and there's so much month left. I'm so excited for this team. I can't even tell you. I swear to you, Shackley's like, let's go see what's happening on that team. Like, I've got 3 calls this week. They were like, you promoted out a director and then a senior director and you're a coordinator. I'm like, They're like, that's unheard of. I'm like, awesome. Let's keep doing it. Right? So super exciting. So have a good night. Thank you.